Hello, everyone. Thank you for participating in the ListGlobally and eXp webinar today. We're going to get started in just 1 second. We had a little bit of a technical audio issue, so we're up and running. And just give me 2 seconds, and we will get going. Thank you. Okay, and with that, we're going to get going. Thank you very much for participating in today's ListGlobally and eXp Realty International Syndication and the Global Agent Program webinar. My name is Byron Burley, and I'm the President of North America for ListGlobally. I lead operations, sales, and partnerships in North America, Asia, and the Australia Pacific regions. Prior to joining ListGlobally, I was head of North America for a property portal in China called Juwai. And now since 2018, I've been at one of the helms of ListGlobally. So thank you for joining us today. About ListGlobally, we were founded in 2012. We are a one-stop global syndication partner. So what we've done is we've tried to create the world's largest international property portal network. We work with portals all over the world, and we try to work with the key portals in major markets. Like Fang and Anjica in China, they're the two top portals there with about 17 million consumers each. Seloger is France's top portal, 99 acres in India. And we have eXp India on the line today during this presentation. So you'll be very familiar with 99 acres there. So we try to partner with the top portal in a market. We reach consumers in over 60 countries. We publish, our full network publishes on over 100 markets, 100 property portals, and we reach over 150 million consumers every month through our global network. So you may be asking yourself, why is international marketing relevant to your business? So global trends and decentralization of national economies is making it easier for foreigners to purchase properties in new markets. We have strong interest from markets like Asia for investment, for immigration, visas, and citizenship. Foreign buyers will often pay top dollar for properties, so that's a lucrative channel for property sellers to want to hit up. Property sellers want to attract interest for the listing, as I just said, and it helps you meet your clients' expectations and for you to win more listings by having a global marketing strategy. So it's extremely relevant. International property marketing is extremely relevant to all agents' real estate business. Why are foreign property buyers purchasing international property? There's really 5 main reasons. One is primary residence, investment property, of course. Everybody likes a nice place in the sun, so vacation property, immigration purposes, and then education. You're sending your child away for overseas for school. So the purpose of today's webinar is really to talk about our partnership with eXp. So ListGlobaly's partnership with eXp, what we're doing, and what's available to you as an eXp agent. There are really 3 components of our partnership. The first is that we're providing complimentary promotion for every eXp agent that has active listings on 37 portals in 36 countries. It's completely free. Through eXp and your rep system, we will automatically receive all of your listings. They will automatically be published, and agents who have active listings will have what we call MyListGlobally account that you can access. Listings from eXp will go live on ListGlobally in the next day or so. So watch out, because you'll be receiving notifications from ListGlobally to let you know that your listings are now live. So the first step is that you have complimentary promotion for all listings, regardless of what region you're from. They'll be published on what we call our Properstar network. So it's 37 portals in 36 countries. It reaches about 14.5 million consumers a month. It's completely free. There's no obligation. It's completely free. Second is the agent dashboard, which is available to all agents who have active listings. We'll get into how you access the agent dashboard in a minute, but it's a cool tool that allows you to view your listings and view translations that you have for your listings and access a number of other features. So we'll go over that. And then the last component is for more exposure and listing enhancement. So we Of course, we're providing a free promotion here with 37 portals, but you as the eXp agent have access to our full global network of 100 portals in 60 markets for heavily reduced costs should you wish to participate in the program that we've got called Global Agent. And I'll go into Global Agent in just a minute. So 3 components: listing promotion for free, accessing your dashboard, and then should you want additional promotion for your listings, you can have it. Talking about our Properstar free basic, it's our basic network. Properstar is international syndication. So again, we promote in 37 countries. Sorry, we promote on 37 portals in 36 countries. That gets me every time. We reach 14.5 million monthly consumers. All of your listings that are sent to ListGlobally when they come from the rep system into our system will automatically be translated into 30 different languages, which you can access in your MyListGlobally dashboard. And if you happen to speak Bulgarian better than Microsoft Translate, you're welcome to go in there and you're welcome to edit the translation so that it's just as you want it. And then on top of that, you have access to additional listing tools and reporting, all inside your MyListGlobally dashboard. So speaking of your MyListGlobally dashboard, you have a couple features. You have a share listing tool. So when you've got your active listing and it's published through through any of the portals, so through the basic network, the Properstar network, or if you were to upgrade, you can log into your MyListGlobally dashboard and you can actually access a tool that allows you to share your publication report with whoever you want. So if you wanted to send your publication report to your property seller, it would send them an HTML enabled report, very similar to the picture that we have on the screen here, with all of the portal logos, and it tells you the number of portals you're on, in how many markets, and how many consumers they reach. And if the consumer, whoever, or the recipient of this report, clicks on any of those logos, it'll take them to the listing as it is actively on that portal now. So when you tell them you're on 105 portals or you're on 37 portals, when they click on the logo and it takes them to the actual listing, it's just proof for your consumer, your property seller, that you actually are doing what you say you're going to do. Editable listing translations. So I just want to make sure I'm clear here. We receive all of your listing data directly from the rep system, right? It gets imported into our system, and then under your individual listing, you can then go and either view property details, where we'll have all the information that you've already input into rep. And then we've got translations, where we take just the property description and we translate that into local languages. So 30 local languages. Only the translations is editable. Because we're receiving everything from rep, we will be receiving it. This presentation says once daily. It will later. We're now working on it to receive 2 feed updates every single day. Because we're receiving the updates via rep, the suggestion is, if there is something that isn't showing properly on your listing, that you would update it in rep. It would then automatically sync over to ListGlobally. But you can, inside the ListGlobally system, you can edit the translations that we've done for your listings through Microsoft Translate. Account traffic reporting. So up in your dashboard, you've got a little tab at the very top that says reports. Through that, you can access, traffic views and leads to your listings. Because we're dealing with such a large network of property portals around the world, not all of them are going to have the same level of technical capabilities as we would like. Not all of them have the ability to send us daily reporting of every single listing. So what we've had to do in the interim is to consolidate numbers from portals and present that to you and say, for your listings, this is how many views you've gotten, this is how many leads you've gotten. We are working on solutions to break that up listing by listing, but currently, just with the number of portals in the network and our access to information through those portals, it's been a bit of a challenge to break it down so far, but it's there. Rejected listing status. So should you have a listing, we've experienced this a bit. I know that we have a number of people here from the eXp South Africa team, and we've experienced some rejected listings from portals. That happens, okay? What we do is we provide the information and we help to fix it when that happens. Because we're dealing with a number of portals in the network, particularly for third-party portals, we don't own them, right? ListGlobally doesn't own them. We're partners with them and we publish data on those portals. they've got existing rules in place, and not all of them are willing to change their rules. And an example of this is that there's two portals, one in Italy and one in Austria, and they require not only number of bedrooms and bathrooms, but they also require a number of total rooms in the house. Well, out of 100 portals in our network, only 2 of them require that information. So it sometimes leads to challenges with the listing being rejected. Through the ListGlobally dashboard, we provide you an account to let you know how many listings have been published, how many listings are in the process of being published by the portals, and if listings have been rejected, we will let you know they've been rejected and the reason why. And then we're happy to work with you to help you get it fixed so that it gets published. It's just that sometimes we have to use workarounds because some of those portals have those required fields that are not standard throughout the industry. So there's that. So the rejected listing status is available. And then you've got store listing promotion tools. So inside your dashboard as well, you have an area called the store, and that has the Global Agent Program, which we're going to talk about in a second. And then it's got our Elite Listing Booster, which is a listing positioning tool. And then it's also got our Luxury Network, which is a specific portal network for luxury listings if you're looking to hit the elusive buyer on key portals like Mansion Global and James Edition and others. But those are the basic tools of the MyListGlobally dashboard. So more exposure for your listings and options. So global exposure for your listings, access to millions of international buyers monthly. We provide discounted partnership syndication rates, and then customizable products to suit your business. We want you to be able to show your clients that you have a strong marketing strategy to promote your listings, to promote their listings. So we do that with the basic offering that's completely free, but you can also do that if you're interested in reaching more consumers and getting more visibility for your listings. We do that through the Global Agent Program, which we're going to get into in 2 seconds. As eXp agents, we've taken a little while to roll this whole program out because we've been working with Rep and the Phoenix team to make sure that getting into your ListGlobally account is as easy as possible, and it's super quick steps. So how do you access your MyListGlobally dashboard? Before we do this, I want to make sure that we say that only eXp agents that have active listings will have a MyListGlobally dashboard. If you don't currently have active listings, ListGlobaly's system won't recognize you because we create accounts based on listing IDs and your email that comes through with those listings. So if we don't have a listing for you, you won't have an account. But if you do have a listing, you will have an account. And the way you access it is you go into your rep system, and then down along the left-hand side here, you have your marketplace tab. If you click on that, you'll see a banner for ListGlobally, and you click Get Started. We've worked on what we call SSO, so single sign-on authentication. So you don't have to add in a password and a username. It's all our system at ListGlobally automatically recognizes you because you're coming from the rep system. So that's the easiest way to get in. If you're ever having challenges, our email is support@listglobally.com. I'm going to repeat that probably 100 times before this is over, just because that's the central point we'd like you to go if you have any questions or issues, and we can help you fix them. So again, the easiest way to access your MyListGlobally account is to go to your rep system, go to Marketplace, and click on Get Started. eXp agents access to MyListGlobally. So listings are syndicated through automatically. It says here a once daily feed update. That's being changed, right? We're in the process right now of having it changed to a twice daily feed update. Only listings that are currently available will be shown. So if you've got 20 listings in your rep system and some of them are pending sales, or whether you call them sold conditional or they're no longer active at all, we will not receive those. But ListGlobally will only receive active listings that are currently for sale. So if there's a discrepancy between numbers, that's the number one reason why. So pending sales will not be shown. Leads that are generated from all of the portals. I just said all of the portals, and that's not true, but leads that are generated will be sent through a lead API directly into your rep system. There are a few situations where that's not true, and that's with local portal syndication. So ListGlobally deals with international portal our international portal network. And so basically your listings in South Africa and you're trying to reach consumers outside of South Africa, all of those portals that you're on, ListGlobally has a long-standing relationship, and the lead distribution that we've set up goes directly back into your rep system, where we've done local portal integrations. So you're being published on private property or property 24 in South Africa. Sometimes those types of portals locally aren't able to go through our channel, or there's a certain reason why agents would prefer to have emails sent to them directly. And in those cases, we work with you to make sure that we're getting you what you need. So as a general rule of thumb, though, for the international network, leads go through the API and directly into rep. Talking about the Global Agent Program. So this is an elevated listing program and enhanced network for eXp agents. It's only available to partners of ListGlobally. It is an exclusive program, and we're going to get right into it. So what is the Global Agent Program? It's an elevated listing placement product. It allows you to publish your listings. So you're an agent with eXp. You've got, whether you have 5 listings, 20 listings, 50 listings in your account. Typically how ListGlobally charges is on a listing basis. So we haven't, somebody wants to purchase, somebody wants to market their listing internationally. It costs them $150 to publish that individual listing. Because you're with eXp, what we've done is we've changed the model so that you are able to publish all of the listings in your account through a simple program that's a month to month. So let's say you've got 10 listings in your MyListGlobally account that are coming through from rep. They're being published currently on 37 portals for free, and you want to access our full premium network. The Global Agent Program is how we do it. It's $30 a month. There's no obligation, cancel anytime, but it'll take all the listings in your account, regardless of how many listings you've got in that account as an agent, and it will publish them on our full premium network. It accesses the top global portals like Angica and Fong, like I said, Immobilier. So you're going to reach 150 million consumers across these portals versus 14.5 million on our basic network. So the exposure is massive across these portals. It's a really, really large network. It reaches a lot of consumers monthly. And we wanted to make it super easy for you to access and affordable with no commitment. You also have an elevated listing. So when we have free listing, we'll refer to your listings as free listings when they're on our premium on our basic network, and they're being published on the 37 portals at no cost to anybody. Free listings. They are positioned in search results, as you'd expect, lower than paid listings, because we want to make sure that people who are paying have great performance. Of course, your listings are still there and they're being published and they're accessible completely, and somebody can do a search and they'll find your listing. That's not the problem. It's if a consumer is doing more of a general search and they're looking for a 5-bedroom property with 4 bathrooms in Durban or in Bangalore, they're not going. Paid listings are going to show up first. It's just the way it works in portals. So what this does is the Global Agent Program elevates all your listings up. They're higher than most paid listings that we offer. So they've got a really, really great placement. You also receive a free, what we call elite listing credit. So you have a credit in your account as a global agent where you can take one listing at a time, and you can move it up to the highest position in that market. So it's featured as the top listing in that area, providing you more exposure. I'm told we have a question in our comments. I just want to reach it just to make sure that we're hitting everything as we're doing it. So it's a question from Debbie. So our leads from Property 24 and private property do not show up on ListGlobally. Debbie, that's a very good question. So the leads that are coming through from them are being sent directly to email addresses. What was happening with Property 24 and private property was they also, on top of sending you leads, they also send a number of other notifications, like your listing is published, or certain kind of prompts for you to better position your listing. And a number of agents in eXp South Africa were accustomed to receiving those notifications. And the challenges we were having was when we talked to these two portals, Property 24 and private property, they only have the ability to send leads to one route. So they couldn't send it through the Lead API, and then also send you notifications about your listing. We had to choose one or the other. So in the interest of making sure you had access to full information, we went the route of making sure your leads and notifications from the portals were going directly to Private Property and Property 24. So the short answer is no, I do not believe that we are recording leads from Property 24 and Private Property because of that reason. Coming back to the list, to the Global Agent Program. So you've got the elevated listing placement tools and your free elite credit, and then you have marketing resources. So you've got access to flyers that are custom to your, they've got your face on it, and it tells your property consumer that you are marketing internationally, and you can print that out directly from your account, your MyListGlobally account. All as part of this program. So the Global Agent Network allows you to promote on up to 100 portals. So our full network is about 100 portals in 60 countries, published seamlessly to marketing leading portals like Seloger, Immobilier, 99 Acres, Fang and Angica. There's a million others. Well, not a million. There's up to 100 others. Translation of your property listings into 30 languages, Chinese concierge support. I'll talk about this one for a second. What we found, because we're marketing internationally and not all consumers speak English, most consumers that are looking internationally speak some English. We've found that over the years. And in most cases, those that don't speak English have somebody close to them, friend, family, that are helping them with their search, and they speak English. So that's easy enough to manage. We have had cases in the past where Chinese consumers may be looking for a property overseas or looking for a property to help because their child's going to go overseas for school. And we've run into cases where the parents don't speak English at all. They have no English speaking skills whatsoever. And we found that of all of the countries in the entire world, China needs assistance. So we've set up a China concierge. It's a support team in China that is there, and any leads that are generated from Chinese speaking portals, our team will view them. So Debbie, who just asked the question, has property listings that are for sale, and they're being published in China, and a consumer inquires to that listing, and that lead will automatically be routed through our concierge to check to make sure that, one, it's in English and that you can understand what they're asking. If it's not, our team will translate it from simplified Chinese into English so that you can receive it. And then when you have an answer back, you can include the concierge back in your reply. They'll then translate your response into simplified Chinese so that the consumer gets it. So they're acting as a conduit for communication while you're going through this process. So it's been very helpful over the years, and it's just that one country that's having a bit of difficulty jumping on the English bandwagon, I guess we would say. But we've made it work, which is good. Elevating your listings, so your listing position in search results, as I mentioned. Free listings, of course, are there, but paid listings have much more visibility. Automatic promotion from your CRM. There's no manual uploading. There's no editing needed. If it comes directly from rep as we receive it, and if there's an issue with something that is being presented, we're going to look in the feed of what we're receiving from rep, and we may ask you to go back and edit the information in rep. My team, my support team at ListGlobally, do not have access to rep to make the changes directly. We receive the feed updates, and we'll receive them twice a day, so that the content we have is as accurate and current as possible. Your picture on your listing. So in most cases with the free publication, your photo isn't shown on the search results. And what we've done is, as part of the Global Agent Program, is that we make sure that your photo is on the search results, and it shows that you're a global agent, and it's high in ranking. So it's more visibility for your personal brand. Is what it is. Helps you stand out from the crowd. Marketing resources, we talked about this very shortly, but we want you to be able to let your customers know that you're marketing your listings in 37 portals in 36 countries. And we want you to make sure that if you are a global agent, you've got access to flyers like you see here that are personalized, have your photo on it, have your name and contact details, and let your customers know that you have global marketing strategy and that you use it to help you push their listing even further. The pricing of global agent, I hinted at this a little bit. Again, eXp agents benefit from partnership pricing. So it's $30 per month per agent account. It's not per listing, it's per account. So if whether you've got 2 listings or 10 listings or 20 listings, the cost is per agent account. We've done it that way because we wanted to make sure that it was simple to understand. And basically whatever listings are in your account will be upgraded if you're promoted, if you publish as a global agent. So that's up to you. All of your listings in the account are included, as I mentioned. All listings are elevated in their placement. That you get 1 free elite listing credit, but that's a slot product. So you can choose, you have property A through D, and you choose to market property A as the elite listing for this week. Well, you can change that next week to property D, C, whatever you want. It's a credit that you can move around and publish whichever listing you want to feature at the time. There's no long-term commitment. You are able to cancel the Global Agent Program at any time. You're not locked in for 3 months or 6 months. It's a month-to-month program that's available to you. You'll hear about this in the coming days. When listings get published, you'll receive notifications to ask if you'd like to participate in the Global Agent Program, and we'd love you to participate. We've purposely made it as cheap as possible so that it is it's a cost-effective way to try out international marketing. And if you don't like it, well, that's okay. We want to make sure it's available to you and you're able to cancel. I do see a question from Shashank. Do we have any new development plan as well as to promote multiple units in the international market? Good question. So the short answer is you can market new development listings, but they have to be we have to receive them as individual listings per unit. Unless we're doing one single listing as a building and we're just giving a generic price, or you're doing 4 listings in that building that all have the same photos and they just give different varying prices, and you give some different floor plan sizes. There is not the ability through these portals to have a kind of a parent new development listing with all of the available listing units below that. Most of the portals don't accept that format. So if we're receiving it as, okay, you want to show 10 listings from this building and you put them in the rep system as 10 individual units within that building, and they've got all the photos, of course, and all of that sort of stuff, that would come through, and yes, we would publish that. But or it's one listing that is representing the entire project, which isn't the greatest, but we're dealing with what we've got through these portals. But the short answer is there's a workaround, and you can reach out to me and we can help you figure that out. So that's, again, global agent pricing, $30, no obligation. Again, just as a comparison, if an agent was coming to us outside of any partnership and they were saying, I'd like to market my one listing internationally, it would cost them $150 to market one listing. So if you've got 1 listing or 5 listings or 20 listings, the Global Agent Program is very, very cost effective. I'll put it that way. Next, looking for my mouse. So how do you sign up to become a global agent? To become a global agent, if you're, we've kind of walked this slide a little bit. The short answer is you're going to receive, we're going to be publishing your listings in the next one day, I suspect. I've asked for all eXp listings to go live on the 27th. So it should be now or very shortly. You'll then start to receive notifications from ListGlobally that let you know that your listings are published and that you can then access the Global Agent Program should you wish to. Another way is just by contacting support@listglobally.com, and we can help you get through it. Really, if you've got any questions whatsoever about your listings as they're being published, about the portals and the network, about anything, anything related to international syndication and your listings and how they're being presented, support@listglobally.com is the channel to go through. We will get you answers. We have teams standing by all the time, and we will get you answers to your questions. We want to make sure that it's a simple and easy route for you to get answers to your questions. We know that especially when we're working with some local portals that we don't have as a strong of a relationship with technically, that there are going to be things that pop up. And we want to make sure that if they do pop up, you know where to go, and that's support@listglobally.com. I personally am available for your brokers of record in each region, and I'm happy to hop on and help investigate issues as they as they come up when they're priorities. But for small things like your property price for some reason isn't showing up properly, or this is saying that it's a condo, but really it's a townhouse, go to support@listglobally.com, fire us an email, we'll investigate it and help get it fixed. Okay, so that's that. If you want to become a global agent, you'll be contacted in the next couple of days anyway, but you can also let us know through support@listglobally.com and we will get somebody in touch with you to help you get started. This is just the final slide. It's about questions. I'm happy to take, I'll watch the comment section in just a second, but this is the end of the presentation. We've purposely built in some time to allow for questions. And again, if there are any questions after this webinar, support@listglobally.com is the easiest way to go. I see the question from Debbie. Do you have any figures of how many sales happen through international marketing? I wish. The problem that I've got as an advertising channel is that there's no obligation for real estate companies to keep records of who's making the transaction. And they're under no obligation to report back to us because they're paid advertisers. They have, it's kind of like if you were marketing through a newspaper, do you call the newspaper and say, well, I had 6 people show up to my yard sale this weekend. Thank you very much. I wish is the short answer. We can speculate. We have data from a number of agencies that let us know their general conversion rates of leads. But that's me casting a single brush stroke to say that all markets in the entire world have the same results, and that's not true. And then it also comes down to the agent's ability. So the short answer is no, I don't, Debbie. I'm sorry. We've got access to where the consumers are coming from, how many consumers are looking, number of consumers that have inquired, what the value of assuming that, making a very bold assumption that every single consumer that inquires to a listing purchases, collectively having the value of what that would be worth, but we don't know the conversion rate of individual consumers after we've passed them on to the agents. Do you have anything? Yeah. If there are any more questions, I'm happy to take them in the comments. If there are not, we'll be ending shortly. And again, if there are any questions whatsoever after this webinar, you are welcome to go to support@listglobally.com, fire us emails, and we will we'll start getting you answers for additional questions. I think we're going to wrap it up. So if you get a chance, I'd love to hear you. I would love to hear that you're participating in the Global Agent Program. I look forward to announcing that your listings are live on our free network, and we're here to serve you. So we're here to help. And if there's any questions, if you haven't gotten it by now, support@listglobally.com is where you go. So if we're going to end it here, thank you everyone for your time. Again, I'm Byron Burley with ListGlobally, and we're here for you. So we appreciate working with your team at eXp.